Welcome. What you need to know right now is today's timeless pick a card. Pile 1, we have regeneration. Pile 2, never-ending story. Pile 3, truth be told. Take a deep breath and exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose your pile. See what your pile. Welcome, pile 1. If you chose regeneration, this is going to be your reading. Okay. Regeneration. The number 46 could be relevant, as well as the number 10 and the number 1. You could have Scorpio in your chart strongly, or a strong Pluto placement. Pluto's always about power and strength. A regeneration. Okay, I'm seeing Uranus energy, so something unexpected and having to reinvent yourself, recover, I'm also seeing. But I'm also seeing you regenerating in some way. There's something that's being regenerated for you. A closing of a cycle, bringing a new beginning. Closing of a cycle, bringing in a new beginning. A new fresh start. A fresh leaf. We have easy does it. Stop trying to control, stop trying so hard to control everything, and all doors will open for you is what is written on this card. So I'm seeing 3 dolphins here. I'm seeing the ocean, a big wave, and I just heard it seems worse than it actually is. And you can't control everything. You can't control every aspect. Something was out of your control. And the reason why it happened that way is because the lesson here is that you needed to learn was that despite all efforts to control every single aspect, things will still unravel the way they're supposed to. So trying to control the uncontrollable actually creates resistance when it comes to new opportunities and being able to regenerate, reinvent, and have new beginnings in your life. You're being invited to really relax and allow things to unfold the way they're supposed to. In this energy of surrender is when all these doors will open for you, the doors that you're needing to open for you. We have Bone Collector. The reason why you have this need and to control everything, it's almost like it's learned behavior. It comes from experience, right? You have certain experiences in your life and you feel that you already know how to deal with things, and that's why the need or this habit of controlling every single thing comes into play. And also from the fact that through these experiences you've accumulated, there's this fear factor, because fear is very connected to the need to control. And so what you've gathered from your experiences has been the fear. But this is also referencing the fact that just because things have happened in the past, just because you have fear, just because you want to control based on fear, it doesn't mean that you can or you should. The need to control things stems from a fact that you're fearful that something may repeat itself or happen the way it happened in the past, and it could be associated to some form of trauma or pain that you've experienced, and you don't want it to happen again, and so you try to control things around you so that it doesn't repeat itself. But what needs to be addressed really is what is at the basis of this fear, and that's what you need to work through. So if anything, you can control your healing process, not so much what happens or outcomes. We have yellow. And we have solar plexus chakra with this one, flexibility, adaptability, and personal power. So somewhere along the line, your self-confidence got shook, okay? It shook you. Something that happened, and I'm seeing an interaction with other people or someone else that where your core took a hit. Either someone was terribly mean to you, or they sent you some negative energy, even if they weren't fully conscious of what they were doing, and it affected your sense of personal power. And what you're being asked to do now is to adapt and be flexible and understand that there's not much that you can control when it comes to what other people do. What you can control is, first of all, how personally you take it. Second of all, how it affects you. And third of all, how you react to it. And that is the key to a strong core, to self-confidence, and to reclaiming your power that you may have lost or along the way. We have Raphael, so we have the heart chakra and cleansing. So self-love and a need to cleanse and cut cords with anything or anyone that affected you to the core this deeply, and cleanse whatever negative remnants have remained in your system, in your energetic field, in your emotions, your body, your mind, your soul. And substitute this with a sense of, no matter what, I am strong. No matter what others may say to me, may try to do to me, no matter how someone tries to take away my power, it depends on me to not give it away and to maintain the power that is mine. There's a sense of a need of a healing of your solar plexus chakra and heart chakra, because there was a situation here that made you really, really sad. And it made you feel unloved and even abandoned in a way. Even you felt like you were abandoned by the universe. And so there's a need to cleanse this energy. You may benefit from an energy healing session. I do have a energy healing guided meditation available. So if you're interested in that, you may want to find my email in the description box and ask me for that information. It may help you. It also helps to listen to the affirmation meditation that is here on the channel, available to everyone, to help you substitute and transmute negative to positive within you, within your energy field. And that one is free and available to everyone on the channel. You can use it for 30 to 90 days for better results. I'll leave it at the end of this pile if you want to go ahead and start using that affirmation meditation. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water. Yeah, self-love again. A new emotional beginning, but also a need for self-love in a way that when you do love yourself, you're already energetically setting the example of how you want others to treat you, of how you accept, of what kind of treatment you accept from others. If you're already giving it to yourself, others will see that as an immediate boundary, and therefore you won't have to do much to set the boundary, because people will just feel it. They will know by just looking at you and how you treat yourself. Because if you fully love yourself, there are things that you're not going to accept. Four of Air, Four of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of healing for you, or you're being invited to heal the sense of self-love, of pouring into yourself and really asking yourself, what is it that you want? What is it that is acceptable and what is unacceptable? With the Hierophant here, it is staying committed to that path, to your values, to what you accept and don't accept from people. Ace of Wands, new passionate beginning. Why is this so important? Now I'm seeing the sacral chakra, because in some way your ability to be creative has been affected, because something about interactions with others has somehow affected your your self-worth. It has affected your ability to love yourself. It has affected your connection to your own body, your sensuality, your freedom, your creative freedom. Whatever you've learned along the way has taught you that you can't be creatively free. You can't be yourself because someone will punish you for it. And so it's about who you're surrounding yourself with that you allow to punish you for being you. Who are you allowing to punish you for being you? And healing that aspect of yourself so that you can find that creative spark, so that you can find that spark of inspiration and motivation that you are in such desperate need of at this time. And so this is almost an explanation of why and how you've lost your creative spark, of how you've lost your motivation. It is because of how you've allowed others to interfere with your energy and the power the power that you gave to other people who didn't know any better. They really didn't know what to do with it, so they took advantage of it. We have the Two of Cups. Yeah, relationships here coming into play. Relationships there was a specific relationship now I'm seeing here. Maybe this was someone you were committed to or you worked with, or someone who taught you a lot of lessons here. You learned a lot of karmic lessons with this person, and you're now needing to cleanse and understand that whatever happened in this connection does not have to repeat itself. It all depends on how you now move forward in loving yourself and setting the example of how people can show up for you and what you're not going to tolerate. We have the Queen of Materials. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in your chart. This somehow has affected your financial stability, your health even, your sense of security. So it shook you to the core, to your foundation, and it made you feel quite unsafe. But now you're being invited to really take the experience and the lessons and leave the pain behind, because there is still a lot of potential for you to regenerate and stay on track with your goals, especially your material goals, meaning your money, your health, your stability. Okay, when it comes to your 3D material life, we have the 7 Chariot. So you could also have Cancerian energy somewhere strongly in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Midheaven. It could be that your karmic soul path is tied to relationships and learning a balance between setting boundaries in relationships while still holding a loving space for these relationships and still allowing yourself to move forward with your projects, with your work, with your goals in life, with what is important to you. July could be a very important time in this year for you specifically. I do see a lot of forward movement. I do see that you have many talents, skills, ideas, a lot of knowledge that is going to allow you to manage and push through and forward with at least 7 different sources of income. And I see you doing this quite masterfully so. Because look, 10 of Pentacles, you are meant for wealth, you're meant for health, and you're meant for stability. You're also meant to be able to provide for your family and regenerate your ability to make money. I do see a lot of wealth in your path. I do see July is going to be a very good month for you when it comes to money and health. There are going to be some hiccups along the way with the Five of Wands. It's not going to be easy because you still have to tackle the insecurity, your self-confidence issues that are connected to relationships. That is still something that you're being called to work on, because it's the only way really, it's the only thing really getting in the way between you, your stability, your health, and your wealth, okay? Four of Inspiration, where you're headed after you overcome these challenges, after you really allow yourself to heal and set these boundaries and take the path of self-love, your path is headed toward bliss in your home space. It is headed toward wealth. It is headed toward stability and a balance between you and all your relationships. So you're being called to balance your relationships right now. And we have Freya and Bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. Yeah, take risks in being yourself and doing what is good for you. And people will have to understand this. And also, you know, take the risk to not care what people are going to say or what people are going to think or even feel toward you or how people are going to want to attack you. Because the biggest way you can betray yourself is by not fulfilling your needs for adventure, your needs for self-love, and your material needs. Because if you keep getting energetic hits that are negative from other people, you keep getting your energy siphoned and you keep feeling drained, of course you're not going to have the motivation. Of course your sense of self-worth is going to be affected. Of course you're going to be disconnected from your body because you are becoming too enmeshed with other people's energy. And so there's a need for you to create this healthy protective shield around you and allow yourself to do things the way they're best for you, because other people are doing the same. And why do you always have to fall into their expectations, their way of doing things? Why are they the boss? And why are you not able to practice some self-love as well? Pile 1, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with your comments, with liking, subscribing, saving the videos, sharing these videos. It really helps, and it helps me bring you more. Extra content is on TikTok, Patreon, and members area here on YouTube. And for readings, life purpose reports, and energy healing, you can find my email in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose this never-ending story, this is your reading. This is what you need to know right now. The number 37 could be relevant, the number 10 and the number 1. 10 and 1 came up in pile number 1 as well, so you may want to go check out pile number 1, or maybe you felt drawn to pile number 1 besides this one. There is some kind of never-ending story going on in your life. And you feel that this has gone on for too long. You feel like you may be wasting your time, and you may not have time to do other things because of this thing. And you're wondering if you're wasting your time, or you're wondering, when will this be over? Something keeps repeating itself. We have the flower power. It says, spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. You would benefit maybe from working with floral drops, such as Bach remedies, if you know what that is, for balancing your energy field. Look it up if you're interested, or just spending time around flowers will be very beneficial to you. We have one ring circus. The number 15 and the number 6 could be relevant. You feel isolated and alone, and you feel like you have to do everything on your own. And you're wondering, is anyone coming to help me? Is anyone coming to help me? Yeah, you feel like a lone wolf here. We have blue. Okay, so no one's going to come to help you if you don't say something, if you don't word it, because most people are not going to pick up on, or not going to volunteer unless they know what you need, because they don't read minds, or they're not, you know, you don't have telepathy with these people, or they're just disconnected from the notion of telepathy. And the reason why you're not communicating may be, well, every time I tried to, I never got the help that I needed, or as a child, you asked for things and you never got your needs met, or you got punished every time you spoke up, or you got judged or made fun of. So there may be a need for you to heal around your throat chakra. I do have an energy healing guided meditation available, so if you're interested in that, you can find my email in the description box. But there's something about communicating your inner truth, being genuine and authentic about what it is that you need, and not just moving along expecting others to pick up and understand what you need just from your facial expressions or your energy alone, because most people won't be able to. We have Sandalphon, so you may resonate with Sandalphon, and intention. So you need to set some intentions here, and I'm seeing now the sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is in need of rebalancing. The fact that you're always looking to others to kind of support you and you're not getting that is taking your focus away from the fact that there are things that you can still create on your own. Or if you do speak up and do speak your truth and do ask for help, there's a lot that you could, there's a weight that could be lifted off you, and so you could focus on what it is that you need to create with the support that you need. So you need to set some kind of intention here to ask for what you need, and so that you can and set the intention to live genuinely and authentically. You have the Page of Air. There's somewhat of a shyness to you, as what I'm seeing here. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it's almost like you're shy to speak up because you feel that it's not important, or it's ridiculous, or you would be judged again, based on some past experience that you may have had in this lifetime or in a previous lifetime. And so you're just looking and waiting and hoping, again, that someone will pick up on what you're trying to say without saying it. The Hangman, but this keeps you stuck in... It just keeps you stuck. And so the Hangman is also about gaining a new perspective and seeing things from a different angle. And maybe that's what this reading is here to do, is to help you see things from a different angle. And the reason why you are stuck is so that you stay there until you see this different perspective. And until you don't, that's where you're going to stay. The number 12 could be relevant, as well as the number 3. Messenger of Earth. And maybe this is why everything moves so slowly for you, and this is why it seems to be never ending. You're on a path that is just taking too long. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart, but the Messenger of Earth is the Knight of Pentacles, so it's a slow moving energy. So the reason why you're moving so slowly is because you're not communicating. You just put your nose down to the grind and you work, and you hope for people to pick up on your energy and follow suit and see what you're doing, so that they one day wake up and think, oh, maybe I have to go and help out pile number 2. But there's something else here that I'm seeing here. The path that you're on, it's slow and steady, and it will win the race. You are doing something slow and steadily, but it is paying off. However slow it is, it seems like it's never ending, but you're getting there. Especially when it comes to your stability, your health, and your money. Okay? You're getting there. You are upgrading. It's working. Even if you feel lonely, even if you're not getting support, you are getting there. There's another message here saying there are certain things that you shouldn't be vocal about, that you should stay quiet about, and that is the best course of action. But you need to know the difference. Some things you still need to voice your need for help. We have strength. Have the courage to speak up. This is all about courage. What is it that your heart is yearning for, asking for, needing? And speak up about it. Set the intention to be bold, to be courageous, to follow your heart, to take action from your heart space. August may be a very important month here. You could have Leo in your chart. And yes, it's being confirmed you are someone who is very strong, but that will only take you so far until it starts chipping at your mental health. Yes, you have the strength to hold back, to not speak up, but it's making you feel lonely. The Star. There are things that you're yearning for, dreaming of, and wanting, but you're not communicating this to yourself or the universe or other people. You're keeping it to yourself. Now, if anything, don't keep it from yourself. Definitely don't keep it from the universe. Affirm to the universe what it is that you want, as if you already have it. And definitely work on healing this. Again, healing around your throat chakra is very needed, because it's going to open up the path toward long-term goals being fulfilled and wish fulfillment, as well as healing all aspects of your life. You could have Aquarius in your chart. We have the Page of Inspiration, so you could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. There's a new way of doing things that you should consider. A new way of doing things. And it's almost like you know this, but you keep yourself stuck due to a fear that stems from the future. And the never-ending story is nothing will change unless you heal the source of why you are afraid to speak up. So, yeah. 3 of Materials, 3 of Pentacles, a solid, stable foundation. Whatever you feel inspired to do right now is, and if you have the courage to take the risk and do this, it is going to pay off. It is a stable foundation. But then we have the 5 of Materials, 5 of Pentacles, where what gets in your way is a lack mindset, is a mindset that you feel abandoned. You feel the universe has abandoned you. You feel you don't have what it takes. You feel that reality is a negative thing. You feel that you don't have, or you won't have, what it takes. And so you keep yourself in lower vibration. 2 of Pentacles. So it's almost like I kind of want to snap you out of this and set the intention to really change the way you think about your self-concept, yourself, who you are and what you're capable of, your assumptions about what you believe is possible in terms of what you can accomplish or gain, and set the intention every day to really say these positive affirmations. I do have an affirmation meditation here on the channel that can help you immensely with this. So we have solace and bodies of water. Spend some time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. Yeah, it could be that you're feeling very depleted, and definitely go watch pile number 1 if that is the case, because you're going to understand why that is. And you need to recharge, you need to cleanse, again, a reference to pile number 1, that energy, so that you can feel more positive, raise your vibration, so that you can see life from a different perspective, and so that you can also start manifesting from a place of abundance rather than from a place of lack. When you manifest from a place of lack, it means that you're thinking negative thoughts. It means that you're going to manifest negative things into your life. If you're coming from a place of joy and abundance, when you're thinking, that is going to attract much of the same. Pile 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Thank you so much for liking. Comment how this resonated for you. If it did not, choose another pile. All your likes, your shares, it really helps the channel. Thank you so much for doing so. It brings it allows me to bring you more of these videos. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box. For readings, live purpose reports, energy healings, you can find my email in the description box. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, pile 3. If you chose this is your reading. This is what you need to know. Truth be told. Some truth needs to be told. The number 14 could be relevant, as well as the number 5. 5 means there will be change. And I'm seeing that mask there. You need to remove the mask. You need to tell the truth. Or someone is going to remove their mask and tell you the truth. I'm seeing something about feelings and a window of opportunities opening up. If you disclose your feelings, or someone will disclose their feelings, open up about your feelings, or someone will open up about their feelings. Romantic. Vulnerability. Be vulnerable and everything will change for you. Tell the truth about how you feel, and new windows of opportunity will open for you. It will be a game changer. I have the owl here. You could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. You could be someone very logical. You could be an overthinker. You spend a lot of time in your mind. You could be knowledgeable. And you could be an overthinker. I said that already. And you have a lot to teach people. You've learned a lot. But that may be getting in the way of you allowing yourself to be vulnerable, because in the things you've learned, you've also learned fear. And that is the one thing that is not helping you. Your wish is granted. Isn't that lovely? What you've asked for is coming true. So whatever you asked for is coming true. Something you need to know. Into the unknown. Okay, the number 7. Something about relationships. Definitely. It seems like you're walking through blindly through something, and you kind of have to follow and trust your intuition and know to discern what is your intuition and what is the negative thinking in your mind, you know? And so you're feeling your way through a situation and you're wondering what is going on here, but you're going to know the truth. But first you kind of need to take off your mask so someone will take off their mask, if that makes sense. We have white source divinity and enlightenment. So something about your crown chakra is being activated right now. But this is also your connection to your intuition that may need some work here. You may benefit from the energy healing guided meditation I have available. If you want to know about that, you can find my email in the description box. But there's some kind of download that is wanting to come through your crown chakra, some form of knowledge, enlightenment, clarity that is coming from source, that is coming from God, that is coming from the higher realms, your higher self. But you're either in denial or you're blocking off this information because you kind of don't trust your intuition. So there's a call for you to trust your intuition. Now we have Zafkiel and compassion. Compassion. Something about compassion. Okay, so be compassionate toward yourself. Don't pressure yourself. Allow yourself the time to understand things. There's something about compassion when it comes to relationships. And to be able to be compassionate towards someone else and vulnerable and to be able to receive love, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable and compassionate toward yourself. The fact that you're not vulnerable and open when it comes to love could be stemming from the fact that you're not showing yourself enough compassion, or you think it's wrong to feel what you feel. Okay, we have the moon. Yeah, it's like you hide a lot of how you feel and you keep it to yourself. And that is blocking your intuition, because you also deny your intuition because you may know things, but you choose to follow some other path that is less genuine and authentic to how you truly feel. Now, of course, when you do hide your feelings or when you do block yourself off to love, it always stems from fear. The fear of being judged, the fear of being punished, the fear... But you're not seeing what you can gain from this. There's always going to be people who don't like what we're doing, who don't like how we feel, who judge how we feel, who punish us for how we feel. But you know, that just means that those people are not aligned with who we are. Could have Cancerian energy in your chart, Pisces energy. The number 18 and the number 9 could be relevant. You're meant to close a cycle of keeping a mask on. You're meant to close this cycle. You're meant to show yourself compassion and allow yourself to feel how you feel. Look, so many masks in this reading. I'm just seeing masks left and right. Like, the mask that you're wearing is actually it's covering your eyes. It's such a strong mask that you even cover your... It's almost like, because you don't want to show something, you almost don't want to see it for yourself even. And it's keeping you stuck in this isolation and self-focus, but it's almost like it's not a selfish energy, but it's not allowing you to truly connect to others and to receive the love and compassion that is there for you. Now, another thing here, I'm seeing if you're working on your financial goals, your health goals, and your stability goals in silence and not telling anyone about it, boom, the Empress, it's working. You've been keeping something a secret when it comes to what you're working on, and that is the right call actually when it comes to something you're working on, because what you've been working on, it's been bringing you financial freedom and independence and stability, but now it's going to start bringing in an enormous harvest. Like it's going to become exponentially more abundance coming your way. You've got what it takes. You have the talent, you have the beauty, you have the intelligence, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have the know-how, you have the business secrets, and it's gonna work, okay? And also with the Empress on top of the truth be told, as soon as you take off your mask, that is when everything changes. You go from this pre-Empress state to the Empress state. You're gonna get way more than you've been getting so far. That is when your abundance will truly be unlocked, when you are vulnerable, genuine, and authentic with your delivery in all areas of life. Romance, work, everything. Now, there's something you've been keeping a secret. It's time to show what you're doing, to launch whatever this is. But this Nine of Swords is bringing you anxiety, okay? Being open about this, showing something off or telling something is making you, it's bringing you sleepless nights because you're wondering, it's like Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. You're thinking about all the things that can go wrong rather than all of the benefits that you can get out of this. And so if you can shift and start thinking about all the positives instead of the negatives, that is when everything else will shift for you, okay? And that is taking a leap of faith. As soon as you take a leap of faith and allow yourself to really be truthful and genuine and authentic about what it is you want, who it is you are, that's when everything opens up for you. You're in desperate need of moving away from anxiety and fear here. The affirmation meditation to raise your vibration is here on the channel. That will help you out a lot. If you listen to it for 30 to 90 days minimum, it will be very, very helpful, I feel, for you. You have the Muse of Voices. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Okay, you could be someone who overthinks again, and but you're about to get some kind of enlightenment about some subconscious triggers that have been running through you and have been affecting your ability to access more abundance in your life. You're going to see with the Hanged Man what has been holding you back. You're going to see things from a different perspective. Okay, you're getting some kind of a spiritual awakening. You're going to see, Four of Pentacles, what you've been holding on to, the mask you've been holding on to, and how that has been getting in your way. And so, Ace of Emotions, you're going to understand how being vulnerable and being genuine and authentic is actually an act of self-love, and it's going to unlock the door to understanding your intuition and being able to follow your intuition without fear and staying committed to that path with the Hierophant here, and staying committed to your higher self. You could have Taurus in your chart, or Pisces as well, besides Libra, and Gemini and Aquarius is what I saw here. So last message for you, Kuan Yin, compassion. Be compassionate toward yourself, your goals, your dreams, and your truth. Release judgments about yourself and others. Focus on the love and light within yourself and others, and around what it is you're doing, rather than the fear and what's going wrong and the anxiety and all of that. And because there's, again, a need for you to focus on the positives rather than the negatives, and that is an act of compassion within itself toward yourself. And that is when you're going to open up all the doors of opportunity as well as abundance coming your way in love, in career, in health, in material, financial stability, whatever that is, even wealth, okay? Pile 3, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.